Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Thursday, the 24th of November 2022. So US stocks finished higher in the aftermath of dovish FOMC minutes and mixed data releases. Yes, it was certainly mixed yesterday. Stocks and bonds bid while dollar dives after dovish FOMC minutes and cautious activity data, whatever that means. But obviously they're alluding to the fact that they can ease the pedal a bit with regards to inflation. Economic news today, well, we haven't got any. The US is closed today. It's Thanksgiving once again. So that sees the US market standing down. Thanksgiving is bigger than Christmas. And they will, like I say, won't be participating today in the market. It's just the electronic session of the Dow, the S&P and other stock markets. German business info climate, that is out tomorrow. But let's just go back to yesterday, because it was very interesting to see the flash news. The French one, the services came out lower, but the manufacturing came out higher. And this set a theme, the same with the German. You can see all of the green there. This means that all of these numbers were inflationary, which is why the DAX was struggling to move higher yesterday. We then had the unemployment claims from the US. They came out at 240, so that's inflationary. And oh no, actually that's the claims. So that's again deflationary, because there's been an increase in people signing on, as we used to say in the old days. Flash services for the US also down slightly. New home sales, though, through the roof. No pun intended. That wasn't intentional. Revised UM consumer sentiment also up as well. So there was a lot of mixed news yesterday, and then of course we had the meeting minutes last night, and that obviously underpinned the markets to the upside. Gold silver ratio moving lower, as you can see there yesterday. But let's have a look at the Dow and see what happened during its trading session yesterday. So once again, we see the Dow taking out the previous day's high. How many points are we up to now? I know we're above 5,000, but let's just have a look with yesterday's added on. 5,486 in this move from the low to the high. A massive move over the last month, probably 5 weeks. It just continues to move high. I'm sure at some point things will change, but at the moment we continue to move to the upside with the odd day of prices closing below the 5-bar moving average. Bit of weakness overnight, though, as you can see at the moment. But yesterday the market waiting for the FOMC. They moved the market up sharply to begin with. Then we had the news, and the market just moved to the upside. I've got a new high to take out there at 34,282, and you can see there as well that currently we're below the close, and also below the 5 and the 20-bar moving average as well. So a bit of weakness coming in here. Like I say, the US is closed today. It's electronic for the Dow, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens later on. But the DP will be important because it's got the 50 EMA there as well. In the German DAX, well, we've got a bit of an ascending triangle going on here, haven't we, where the market generally will break to the upside. And if not, then we're going to take out the 5-bar moving average and move lower. But you can see again how much this market's moved. We did make a new high yesterday, so let's just have a quick look from the October low there up to yesterday's high. That puts us now at 2,680 points. Massive move also in the German DAX there. So tiny bars for the last few days. The volatility has certainly dropped, as you can see there. In fact, let's just have a look and see what the average has been as far as the range is concerned over the last few days there. We've only had 200 points. Well, 200 points is still good enough, but a lot less than we've had of late. So yeah, the German DAX, they're sideways, still holding above the 5-bar moving average. The parabolic still green. And in the 30-minute chart, let's have a look at this, so that you can see we're just back below the close. We're following the Dow down at the moment. We're already we're heading towards the 50 EMA at the close as well. DP is going to be very important. chances of getting down to the low, I would have thought, were very slim, given that the US is closed today, unless there's some sort of event that will send the markets careering to the downside. Otherwise, that's not going to happen at all. So watch the DP level for the German DAX there, and in the 5 minutes for the moment, so you can see overnight we've got a bit of a choppy session going on there. Let me just reset this. And let's just have a look to the left, see what happened during yesterday. So we sold off initially, market just getting to overbought, 200 MA, 20 bar moving average, 50 EMA, and prices moving lower down to the S1 there, before becoming oversold with the crossover of the stochastics, and then heading back in a choppy fashion to the DP, which became a resistance, and then the market moving sideways, trading like this all morning, bit of a breakout, and then we moved lower in the afternoon with the Dow at a shakeout, and then we moved to the upside before the close, and then there's the reaction to the FOMC numbers. Gapped up on the overnight, but like I say, we're in a bit of a sideways range there at the moment for the German DAX. In the S&P, well, we're at an interesting point here because we're at the 200 MA. Let me just spread this out a bit so we can have a closer look. So there, at that 78, we've gone through the 78, we've got the 89, we've got the 200 MA, and we've got a bit of weakness there at the moment as well. We've got a full near enough 100% retracement, but the fact that that pink line is there means that it's not taken out the high of 4,041, which was put in here. That's why I have those on the chart, because then I don't have to measure up or anything. I can see it's not been taken out. Interestingly enough, that high is now tying in with the 200 MA as well. So in the 30-minute chart, we moved higher on the FOMC numbers. We've traded sideways, but now starting to break down a bit. Again, the DP and the 50 EMA are going to be a very important level for this market. In the UK market, FTSE 100, we're through the 89, which we can see there, but we haven't taken out this line either. It's this one here, and we've got a new high for yesterday as well. So in order to move to the upside, we've got to take these lines out, but it'd be worthwhile keeping an eye on this number here, 7514. I'll just drag that over so it's a bit clearer. There you go. So that high ties in with the August high over here. September 13th actually is the date. So yeah, 7514 is the number there. 30-minute chart, seeing the market sideways to lower a bit. Yesterday's move to the upside didn't really recover, not even with the FOMC minutes last night. So again, could be a bit of weakness coming in to the FTSE as well. In the currencies, GBP, JPY moving higher, the dollar down yesterday, and there you can see that we're stuck at that 62% retracement there, as prices are sideways to higher above the averages. Yesterday morning we saw a spike to the upside when we had a double top before the market then made its way back down to the low, which we can see overnight. This is yesterday's low, where the market's finding support at the moment and trying to move higher. It needs to take out the averages there, the 20 and the 50, and the close to get back to the DP level there. The pound moving strongly to the upside yesterday, back above 120 at the moment, and heading towards that 200 MA in the daily chart there, which you can see just above that. In the 30-minute pound, there's your big move yesterday, strong move to the upside as the dollar moved lower, and then in the evening also continuing to move. The high is going to, and the close are going to be important, and the 20 bar moving average for support. If we break that, we're likely to retest this BRM, but given that the dollar at the moment is starting to look very weak, it's looks like the pound's got a lot more on the upside. And in the US dollar, you can see the market's currently retracing. Let's just have a look, see where we are with this retracement. We're coming down to 78.89 at the moment, and we're seeing a bit of support overnight. If we break the recent low, let me just bring that up there, which is the green line that we've got here, then we've got the 200 MA in the way there. And we looked at this in more detail yesterday. It was over 18 months ago, wasn't it, that the market, or this particular case, the dollar, had traded back to the 200 MA. In the 30-minute chart, you can see the effect of the FOMC meeting minutes yesterday. We had a bit of weakness, and then this allowed the market to move lower, and then a bit more of a sell-off. There you can see at 19:30. This is the FOMC meeting minutes here. This is the news of housing starts and the manufacturing numbers yesterday afternoon. Overnight, the market's gapped lower and is now trying to retrace back to the 20-bar moving average and yesterday's low and close. This is served well for the metals, though. We managed to get back above $21 yesterday. A bit of weakness overnight, but we are back above the 200 MA at the moment in the silver market. If we look at the 30-minute chart, you'll see this coming as a result of the economic news. At lunchtime, well, it wasn't lunchtime, it was 2:45 and 3 p.m. when we got the inflationary news, and the market then moving to the upside. And then you've got the FOMC there as well. Dovish, dollar goes down, metals go up. But overnight, coming under a bit of pressure there. It's got to try and stay above that 21.50 level. In the gold market, also reversing yesterday off the 50% retracements, sideways overnight, but currently above the 5-bar moving average. And in the 30-minute chart, that's what you call volatility on the economic news. Like I say, the FOMC meeting minutes are in arrears, as it were, and yesterday's data, as we saw, was mixed, but certainly inflationary, the majority of it, including the Europe markets as well. So you see the volatility in the gold market there. And then at 7 p.m, again, the dollar moving lower on those meeting minutes, and then continuing overnight, but trading back towards the close at the moment, but with a bit of demand and being oversold coming into play there. Well, that's it for this one. Like I say, it's Thanksgiving today. Anybody that is a viewer in the US, I hope it's a good one for you, and the celebrations go well. And we'll just wait and see what the markets do without the full participation of the US traders today, when it will be left to the electronic market, which tends to move to the upside, unless there is something out there that wants to try and drive the prices down. But we'll have to wait and see. There's no news today apart from that German news. So it's game on to try and move back to the upside if they can. Okay, that's it for this one. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.